Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB the Sexy Ninja and the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. This is the New World Podcast. Audio only edition, especially to the ones watching on YouTube. Apologies. I was doing really well with the video stuff, but I got sick. I don't feel good. I feel like shit. But I was like, you know what? Life rolls on, and so does pro wrestling. It doesn't leave anybody behind. So I gotta lay here? Achy, kind of stuffy, just, getting hot. I had to watch Dynamite. That's what we're talking about today. February 14th, 2024. Valentine's Day in Cedar Park, Texas. We got Excalibur, Taz, Tony on commentary. And we got Dax Hardwood versus Jon Moxley to start the match. And I've noticed something really interesting. After Jon wins this match by choking out Dax, the crowd is cheering for the Blackpool Combat Club. And they're booing FTR. I was like, am I crazy? Is this the NyQuil or whatever infused medicine I'm taking? Am I hearing that right? FTR is getting booed and the BCC is getting cheered? Interesting. But this sets up FTR versus the BCC next week on Dynamite, because after the chokeout, John will not let go. Here comes Cash, trying to save his brother. Then here comes Claudio, ends up in a big fisticuffs and everything. But we got a big tag team match next week, and I'm excited. The Revolution is just right around the corner. We got, I believe, a couple weeks. And no Collision this Saturday. Very happy for that. I know that sounds petty, but it's just it's been a long week and not feeling so well. Now it's like all I got to look forward to is Rampage and SmackDown, and after that, I'm easy sailing, and we can do some other projects that I have on my plate. So I've already put some stuff in that area for Collision. I usually do, but we have Renee backstage with Don Callis, Takeshita, and Hobbs. Takeshita coming off a big win of beating Chris Jericho, especially with his own submission and everything. But Don Callis says at Revolution, we'll have Takeshita versus Will Ospreay, and the Don Callis family will be on top. And I'm like, Takeshita versus Will Ospreay. I'm for that. Let's move on from Chris Jericho. I don't need no more Chris Jericho. And speaking of Jericho, his little buddy, his little protege, Sammy, he's going to be facing Jeff Hardy at Rampage, and I've seen the videos. Dear God, man, his knees landing right on Jeff Hardy's face. They already advertised the match for Rampage, and I was thinking to myself, I know they probably didn't see it happen. Either it happened, Rampage is after, I believe, these tapings, but the nasty landing from Sammy Guevara, the nasty landing he did to Jeff Hardy's face, because Jeff Hardy put up his knees, and Sammy put his knees into Jeff Hardy's face, like really bad, and my first thought was like, they shouldn't air that. That should be something they should not air. Like, if you watch that back, you can go to Rampage when we get there Friday night and be like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, due to injury, we do not want to showcase this because it just looks bad. And there was some crazy, weird botches, and I follow AEW Botch or whatever on Twitter and Instagram, and man, there was some of that in this match between Dax and John. Like just some things were just not going well. Next up, we have Wardlow versus Squash Gang. Who do you think was going to win? Adam Cole's on commentary. Hard to keep track of all the Adams we have. Hangman Adam Page, Adam Copeland, Adam Cole. So many Adams. God damn it. But Adam Cole was on commentary. Wardlow gets the big win. We move on. The Jacksons arrive. Matthew and Nicholas on a private jet, then right into a rental limo. You can see it on the side there. Then next up, we have Adam Copeland versus Daniel Garcia. I was very torn with this match. I was like, I want Daniel Garcia to get the win. I want to see him face. Sorry. The medicine. I promise. I wanted Daniel Garcia to win this match. I'm a big fan of Danny Boy here, and with Daddy Magic on commentary, I'm just like him. I'm rooting on Danny because Danny deserves the world. But Adam Copeland and Danny have a great match. They have a really good match. I was like, man, if he beats Danny, though, that's going to lose this kid's momentum. But it ended in a DQ because Killswitch and Nick Wayne and his mama comes out, then Christian comes out. They're all out there. And they caused a DQ, and I was like, oh, thank God. Maybe we'll have a triple threat, right, for that championship like we do for the AEW World Championship. Wrong. We're going to have, I think we're going to have Daniel Garcia versus Christian Cage just because they took Adam out, Concerto and everything. Christian Cage, bam, they were going to do it to Daniel Garcia. And there was a great moment where he hits Daniel Garcia, and then, like, Daniel Garcia's about to powder out. He was like, whoa, hey, man, we're not done with you. We're not done with you yet. But I really did enjoy Adam versus Daniel. This was a great match, man. I'm glad it ended in a DQ, so Daniel didn't get all his steam and fire put out. And Daddy tried to save him, but could not. Killswitch. Joe comes out, cuts a promo, then Swerve comes out and tells Joe, like, hey, I'm going to be champion. Like, this is what I'm going to be. Even though it sucks that I have to have Hangman Adam Page. These two are getting pops. Whose house, Joe? Then here comes Hangman and everyone. Woo, our cowboy shit. But it's very 50-50 with this guy and that weird mustache of his. But Hangman comes out. That no one's really buying it. Gets in Swerve's face. And he says, you don't deserve this. You couldn't even beat me in this match. And then Swerve's like, I beat you twice, fool. Wins matter here. I beat you twice. And Joe, to settle everything, like, no. We're not going to do this bickering. We're not going to do this right like this. At Revolution, I'm just going to beat both your asses. Like, that's what we're going to do. So I was just like, okay, go Joe. But I want Swerve to win. Just putting that out there. We got Toni Storm's movie, Wet Ink. A little more about the tattoo. They keep harping about it, the little duck tattoo on her ankle, but she says you got to put a knife through something that you used to love, and she got a knife right through the duck tattoo. So, and it was funny. I really enjoyed this little movie or whatever you want to call it, just because her facial expressions with Mariah and Luther and getting the tattoo on the ankle, just like, ooh, she's giving that great acting and stuff like that. So this is really fun. I recommend watching this. Renee then is with Deonna Purrazzo. They're watching it, and Deanna's like, I'm mad. I'm going to beat her ass, So Deonna and Tony are going to go to Revolution, and I'm rooting for Tony. That's just me. The Jacksons roll up in that rental limo, and they got a match. The Jacksons versus Top Flight. Oh my gosh, great match! Awesome. I was like, I have to lay here, slowly dying and withering away, just like, I have to watch this. I need to see this. And they put on a great match. But the Jacksons got the win, and Tony Schiavone gets in the ring to interview them, and they get a little hostile with Tony. Makes Tony fall to the ground, and they almost did the EVP trigger to him, but no, here comes Darby. And I keep saying the Jacksons, the Bucks, they roll out. And Darby's like, hey, you want to face us? You want to face Sting for the tag team championship? Well, it's showtime, and that's what we got. But I will say this, I think it's really stupid when you have to mention the other company just to get a pop. Not even just mention the other company. You mentioned Cody, and we got Cody chance, but that was Darby's big pop right there. And I was just like, some of those things. I'm like, Tony, don't worry about WWE. Worry about your product. Your product is like on ice. You guys don't have anything really popping. Yeah, they got some great matches, but AEW is not popping like they're like WWE is right now. They're on fire, and they're making headlines, and AEW is not. It's lukewarm at best. So when Darby's like, yeah, there was another EVP, but he's not here, and he left, and everyone's like, yeah, Cody. I was like, But we will have Darby and Sting versus the Bucks for the tag team championships at Revolution, March 3rd. So there we go. I wanted Darby versus Sting, but let's be realistic with Sting. He's an old man, and that's why he's in these tag team matches, and he'll do his little fun spots, but he can't do a full-blown match. So what we're going to do, we're going to have Darby and Sting drop the titles to the Jacksons. That's what I'm thinking. It's weird calling them the Jacksons. The Bucks. Bucks. Renee's with the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. They got new merch, and I felt really sad. My brother got me a Bang Bang Scissor Gang shirt, and it's just a little too small, but I'll wear it as jammies, my jammy shirt, and so I can be like Bang Bang Scissor Gang, baby. But they got some new merch that I'm like, I might need to get that. Sky Blue versus Willow Nightingale with Stokely. Julia Hart walks out, Sky, and this was a fun match as well. But Stokely giving the assist to get Willow to get the win. But this match was fun. I had a lot of fun with this match. Next up, we have the Texas Death Match. Orange Cassidy versus Matt Taven of the Kingdom. Undisputed Kingdom. My bad. And you talk about blood, you talk about spots that are kind of wonky, especially with tables and everything like that. But there was great holy shit moments. Orange Cassidy busted open. Chucky left Orange a Valentine Day gift with some thumbtacks, so we had some crazy spots with that. Then here comes Trent, here comes Roderick Strong, here comes Mike, all in this big, crazy back and forth, but Orange Cassidy got the win by putting down Matt Taven with the chains around his fists so he can do that devastating orange punch. Good stuff, man. But I got to say, my match of the night was Adam Copeland versus Daniel Garcia, and I'm glad it ended the way it ended. But, man, it's just some weird botching spots here, you know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any of the performers, and I know it's tough, you know, you got to do what you got to do, but that table spot in the first table spot in this match for the main event was like, oh, that table did not do anything. It just looked really silly, and then he had to try to salvage it. Matt did with Orange by tossing him into it again, but overall, I got to say, 2.5 out of 5 for Dynamite. I gotta say, I think that's my lowest rating. So no, I've probably had lower, but yeah, it was like, this is cool. So, but we'll see what happens on Rampage this Friday, and I'm hoping they don't show the Sammy and Jeff Hardy match, because if you want to just look it up, just go to X. That's where I saw a lot of people are posting it, because you're probably already on TikTok. Just look up Sammy and Jeff spot Rampage. It's a nasty landing for Sammy's knees on Jeff Hardy's poor face. So Hardy's two faces, you know. All right, y'all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bums down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Go get yourself that sweet NWP logo created by Penta X. And remember, I don't know if I can do the voice. The drugs are settling in. The New World Podcast is for life. Oh, that hurts. Brother.
No. No! Oh, no! No!